Good day, my little former hunter. I will say that style, well, of course, Victorian style, looks quite nice on you. It complements your form quite nicely, if I do say so. And I will say so, for my eye for fashion is quite unparalleled. Hmm, yes, and it leaves your neck nice and open. Hmm? For what? This, of course. Mm, your blood is quite delicious. Though it could have been a little smoother. Perhaps you can consider drinking a bit more water. You do have to hydrate yourself after all, my little thrall. But, regardless, I didn't come here just to drink of your blood and then walk away. I am going to introduce you round the place. I know you've explored it a little bit, have you not? Hmm. Well, consider this to be your more formal introduction to the various facilities we have here in order to keep you and other thralls entertained and the like. Here, let me clean the blood off your neck. All right. Let us head to the rest of the castle then. I'm sure you'll be quite amazed, for it is my castle after all. And as my thrall, you will naturally be amazed at everything that is mine. Now, do not dally. We have a lot to see. So, first and foremost, as I'm sure you've been introduced with and seen, here is the kitchen. Now, my own meals and so forth that are not your or other thrall's blood could have garlic in them. But for you lot, since you are susceptible to it, I ensure that there are no meals prepared with garlic of any kind, just to ensure your safety. Alright? Now, if you ever need a snack or anything of the sort, feeling a little peckish, you can always feel free to visit the kitchen, you know. Though do be mindful that the chef does not always care for random visitors at 3 in the morning, or any of the ungodly times, so do be mindful. Here, of course, is our dining area. I'm sure you've become acquainted with some of your fellow thralls and some of the other servants here in order to mingle. But you'll eat your meals here, unless I request you to be at my own dining area. Though I do dine here as well on occasion, especially for the holidays and other nice events. Now here is our open courtyard. Naturally, given your aversion towards sunlight, I did ensure that this was an enclosed courtyard that, while it is open air, is contained enough so sunlight does not break through, and thus you are safe. You are quite welcome. Now, you will notice a lot of them focusing on their powers and so forth, and we shall get to that in a short while. Don't you worry. You are still fresh after all. You are like a little lamb, fresh to the flock. Still learning your way around, after all. Here is the indoor garden. Many thralls do take up gardening throughout, usually taking care of a specific type of plant. Some focus on bonsai gardens or perhaps cacti, whatever suits their fancy. But it is a lovely greenhouse, so feel free to cultivate whatever plants that you desire. If there are any plants or flowers that you desire that are not contained within our seed vault or the garden itself, do let me know and I will make the proper accommodations to ensure that your joy is brought by these plants. Next is the pool. Now, one bit of vampire lore that is not carried over, thankfully, is the running water bit of you lot being damaged by it. So, at the very least, you can still swim in the pool. And most find their greatest recreation in there. So, I recommend it personally. It is quite nice. And, of course, with modern times and things like that, I've had many thralls who have complained of old timiness. You know, this being more like a sanatorium's courtyard and that it is barbaric or old fashioned. So, I have had a game room installed. Within it, I have whatever consoles were requested by your fellow thralls. Some arcade cabinets, pinball machines, some more classic games such as pool, ping pong, whatever. What? Honestly, there's a list over there that you can read and add if you wish, and I will try to acquire it, if it is within means. There was one who wanted a specific arcade cabinet or a specific pinball machine. And let me just say that costed me a lot of money, and I do not see anyone using it. So please, if you do request something that is expensive, at least use it like once a week. That is all I ask personally. Now, of course, to maintain fitness and the like, there is a gym. Now, naturally, with your new physiology, you'll notice your physical capabilities are quite a bit stronger. So, naturally, the equipment kind of starts around, I want to say the weights start around 25 pounds, as that's considered like 2 pounds for a vampire. And the treadmill at least goes like 5 miles an hour. That's a jaunty walk, essentially. So, I do hope that you will make use of the gym if you like. It's always open, and I have one or two thralls who just consistently keep it clean. They are, as they put it, gym rats. Not sure the term, but I don't really care. They keep it clean, so that's all that I care for. And here is the recreation center. This was created some time ago before the whole game room, so it's a bit outdated, you know. It's got that track, it's got bits of different sports and things like that people found so interesting before, and now no one plays it. But that's neither here nor there. And with that, I think that's about the highlights of it all. But we have other facilities, and basically anything you could want would be here. There are theaters, saunas. Hell, I believe out back there's a hot spring as well. I haven't visited it myself as of the moment. Haven't had the inclination to. Though, I should remind you, well, this does feel like some kind of forceful resort. You are my thrall. And while you have access to all these facilities, there are rules that I should imprint upon you. And I advise you to remember these rules. Remember it in your soul, remember it in your heart. Remember it wherever you need to. For if you break these rules, there will be consequences. Understood? Good. Now, my first rule. You shall live here in the castle till your loyalty is assured, till I have no doubts that you will return when I ask. Rule number 2. Thou shalt not take commands from any other vampires. I and I alone am your master. If I even catch you listening to another vampire, believe me, I will heavily enforce this rule upon you. Rule number 3. Thou shalt always heed my word first and foremost. And I mean that. My word to you is law. Understood? Good. You pick up quick. 4. Thine blood is to only be consumed by me. This rule is particular for me, as for me, I feed upon my thralls, and for me that is a connection, in a sense. If you offer your blood to another, well, I see that as a betrayal. So keep that in mind. 5. If you want for anything, and I mean anything at all, I am the first to know. I can't have people thinking I don't take care of my thralls after all. I want to make sure you're well taken care of. And my last rule is that your very being is mine. Understood? Very good. Now, whenever you are ready, we can begin training. After all, a thrall must get used to their powers. And don't worry, when I'm training you, you will have my undivided attention. Alright? For the time being especially, as my new thrall, you, my dear, are of the utmost importance to me. And I promise to take good care of you.